Have you ever stopped and wondered, could I be quietly damaging my health every single day without even realizing it? Picture this. Two people the same age, both in their late 80s. One is still sharp, quick-witted, walking briskly every morning, laughing with friends, enjoying every bite of a good meal. The other, constantly tired, catching colds or infections, struggling with joint pain, poor sleep, maybe even early signs of memory decline. What separates them? Is it just luck? The good genes they were born with? Or could it be something far simpler? Something you do or don't do in just a few minutes each day. Most of us think we've nailed personal hygiene. We shower, brush our teeth, wash our hands, maybe apply some lotion, and assume we're covered. But here's the surprising truth. There are 5 specific areas of the body, especially important as we age, that most people completely neglect, and the cost of that neglect, it can be enormous. We're talking about problems ranging from chronic inflammation and stubborn infections to weakened immunity. In fact, new research is showing that ignoring these areas can even raise your risk for heart disease, diabetes, complications, respiratory problems, and yes, even cognitive decline. The good news? Fixing it doesn't require expensive products or hours in the bathroom. It takes just a few minutes each day, and those minutes can bring a dramatic difference in how energetic, balanced, and healthy you feel. I'll be honest with you, I didn't always think this way. That changed after a conversation with Dr. Emma Harris, a geriatric specialist with over 30 years of experience caring for older adults. She opened my eyes to these overlooked hygiene habits, and I knew I had to share them with you. So in this video, I'll walk you through these 5 neglected areas. You'll learn why caring for them is so important, and how doing so could add years of better living to your life. I promise. This is practical stuff. No complicated routines, no fancy gadgets. Just simple, proven habits you can start today. And by the end of this video, you'll not only know the 5 key areas, you might even notice real changes in the way you feel. Fresher breath, improved balance, fewer aches, and even deeper, more refreshing sleep. Before we jump in, do me a small favor. If you care about your health and want more expert tips like this, hit the like button. It really helps me create and share more content that matters. And if you haven't already, subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss another video that could help you live better, longer. Alright, let's begin with the first and perhaps most surprising area. Your tongue, the hidden health risk you never think about. Imagine you clean your kitchen every single day. You wipe the counters, scrub the sink, empty the trash. But there's one surface you never touch. And over time, it collects a sticky layer of grime, food bits, and bacteria. You wouldn't let that happen in your home. So why let it happen in your mouth? That's exactly what's happening. If you don't clean your tongue properly, your tongue isn't just a muscle for eating and speaking. It's like a busy city for microorganisms. Over 700 different types, living right there. Some are friendly, helping keep your mouth balanced, but many are harmful, capable of causing disease if they get out of control. And here's where it gets serious. Harmful bacteria from your tongue can sneak into your bloodstream through tiny cuts or inflamed gums, something that happens more often as we age. Once in the bloodstream, these bacteria have been linked to heart disease, diabetes, complications, and even respiratory infections. A coated tongue can also dull your sense of taste, drain your immune system's energy, and cause chronic bad breath that no amount of toothbrushing can fix. Think of your tongue like an air filter in your home's heating system. If you never clean it, dust and debris build up, and before long, the air in your home becomes stale and unhealthy. The right way to clean your tongue. Here's the good news. Keeping your tongue clean is quick, easy, and costs almost nothing. Step 1. Get a tongue scraper. You can find one at any drugstore for just a few dollars. It's far more effective than using your toothbrush. Step 2. Scrape gently. Place it at the back of your tongue and pull forward. Don't press too hard. Think of it like wiping dust off a wooden table. Thorough, but gentle. Repeat this 3 to 4 times. Step 3. Rinse after scraping. Rinse with water or an antibacterial mouthwash to flush away anything left behind. Step 4. Time it right morning. Do it before breakfast to clear out bacteria that built up overnight. Go slower and lighter before bed, since your tongue is more sensitive after a full day of use. This takes less than 3 minutes. Yet the benefits can be huge. The benefits you might notice: better taste. Many older adults say that after a few weeks of tongue cleaning, food tastes richer and more vibrant again. Imagine tasting your coffee, fresh berries, or a slice of melon like you did years ago. Stronger immunity, less bacteria in your mouth means less work for your immune system, freeing it to fight off other threats. Fresh breath, chronic bad breath often starts on the tongue. Brushing your teeth won't remove those bacteria, but scraping will. Real stories from real people. Take Linda, a 67-year-old retired nurse. She never thought much about her tongue until she tried scraping. Within 3 months, she was amazed. Food tasted brighter. Her dentist noticed less plaque, and her gums looked healthier. Or Theodore, 71, a retired teacher who struggled with bad breath for years despite brushing and flossing religiously. He was skeptical at first, But after just 2 weeks of tongue cleaning, his problem vanished and his confidence returned. And that's just the first of the 5 overlooked areas. By the end of this video, you'll know them all, and you might just find that these simple daily habits do more for your health than any supplement or fancy gadget ever could. Now that we've tackled the hidden dangers lurking on your tongue, let's keep the momentum going, because here's the thing, once you start paying attention to these small, often ignored details, you realize just how much they ripple through your entire well-being. If you've ever worried about social interactions, or felt your confidence slip because of oral health issues, here's a tip that can make tongue cleaning easier. If you have a sensitive gag reflex, don't start scraping from the very back. Begin in the middle of your tongue and slowly work your way farther back as you get more comfortable. And always keep an eye out for unusual signs. If you notice persistent soreness, stubborn white patches, or any discoloration that doesn't go away, don't brush it off. Talk to your doctor. It could be a sign of something more serious that's worth catching early. Small, intentional habits like this don't just improve your day-to-day comfort, they can create a ripple effect, improving your long-term health in ways you might never have imagined. And the best part, this is just the first of 5 overlooked hygiene habits that can genuinely add years of better living to your life. So, are you ready for the next one? Stick with me, because this next body part might surprise you, and it's absolutely critical to your overall health. Your feet. Your feet, the foundation you might be neglecting. Take a moment to think about everything your feet do for you. They carry your entire weight, keep you moving from place to place, and provide stability and balance with every single step. Yet, for most of us, foot care is little more than an afterthought. A quick rinse in the shower, maybe a bit of lotion if we remember. But here's what many people don't realize. Neglecting proper foot hygiene can lead to infections, nerve damage, and even life-altering conditions such as diabetic complications. Poor foot care affects your circulation, balance, and mobility, putting you at higher risk for falls, swelling, and chronic pain. For those over 50, foot health is even more crucial. Dr. Emma Harris, a senior health specialist, explains it perfectly. Your feet are like the foundation of a house. If the base is weak or crumbling, everything above it, your posture, your joints, even your heart health begins to suffer. Why foot care matters more with age. Your feet are incredibly complex structures. Each one contains 26 bones, 33 joints, and over 100 muscles, tendons, and ligaments. That's nearly a quarter of all the bones in your entire body, in just your feet. As we age, circulation naturally slows down. This means our feet are often the very first part of the body to show signs of trouble. Swelling or persistently cold toes can point to poor circulation or cardiovascular issues. Redness, paleness, or skin changes may be early warnings of diabetes. Complications or nerve damage, aching or burning sensations can signal neuropathy, which affects both movement and balance. And if you have diabetes, foot care isn't just about comfort, it's about preventing serious complications like ulcers, infections, and, in severe cases, amputations. The right way to care for your feet. Many people assume that simply standing under the shower lets water take care of their feet, but that's not enough. You have to be intentional. Wash daily and thoroughly. Use a soft washcloth with mild soap to gently clean the tops, soles, and sides of your feet. Pay attention between the toes. This is a favorite hiding spot for bacteria and fungus. Think of it like cleaning the slats of window blinds. If you skip between them, grime builds up quickly. Use warm, not hot, water. Hot water can dry out your skin, making it more prone to cracks and infections. Take your time. Sit down if you need to. A shower chair, the edge of the tub, or a small stool can make the process easier and safer drying. The step most people skip here is where so many people go wrong. They wash their feet but skip proper drying. Imagine washing a sink full of dishes and stacking them away while still dripping wet. You'd never do that, because moisture trapped in dark spaces becomes a breeding ground for bacteria and mold. Your feet are no different. Thomas, a 73-year-old retiree, learned this the hard way. For years, he thought a quick rinse was enough, but then he noticed a subtle discoloration between his toes that wouldn't go away. His doctor confirmed it was a fungal infection. Like many older adults, Thomas spent hours each day with his feet enclosed in socks and shoes. A warm, moist environment where fungi thrive. The infection could have worsened, leading to cracks, sores, and even more serious complications. But once Thomas committed to washing and thoroughly drying his feet every night, things changed. Within weeks, the infection cleared. Even better, his nagging discomfort while walking disappeared, his balance improved, and he felt more stable on his feet, giving him a renewed sense of independence. How to dry your feet the right way. Use a clean, soft towel. Ideally, have a dedicated towel just for your feet. Dry every surface. Don't forget the tops, bottoms, and especially between the toes. Be meticulous. Lift each toe slightly and dab gently but firmly. Avoid aggressive rubbing. Never leave moisture trapped. Damp spaces between your toes are the perfect environment for athlete's foot and other fungal problems. As we get older, the skin on our feet loses moisture faster, leading to cracks, peeling, and discomfort, especially in winter or dry climates. Applying a small amount of moisturizer to the tops and soles of your feet can keep the skin soft and prevent painful splits. But here's a golden rule: never apply lotion between your toes. In these tight spaces, moisture can linger and undo all your careful work, creating a breeding ground for fungus. Think of it as a balancing act. Hydration where you need it, dryness where you must. That's the foundation covered. Quite literally, strong, healthy feet keep you mobile, stable, and independent. And now that we've handled the second overlooked hygiene habit, it's time to move on to the next. After giving your feet the care they deserve, it's time to remember one important truth. They aren't just for walking. They're an early warning system for your overall health. Beyond washing and drying, there's one more habit that can make a real difference: daily foot inspection. Think of it like the warning lights on your car's dashboard. Just as those little icons can signal bigger mechanical problems, your feet can quietly alert you to potential health issues before they become serious. Take a moment each day, every single day, to really look at them. Do you see any unusual patches of discoloration? Areas of redness, pale skin, or dark spots that weren't there before? Maybe you've noticed soreness that lingers longer than it should, or tiny cuts, cracks, or sores that don't seem to heal quickly. Swelling, cold toes, or a tingling sensation are other subtle signs. These small changes might seem harmless, but they can point to much bigger issues like poor circulation, infections, or even diabetes-related complications. And here's the golden rule: never ignore them. If something looks off, or if your feet just feel different in a way you can't explain, don't guess. Talk to your doctor. Early action can prevent long-term damage. Your feet carry you through life step by step, mile after mile, so treat them with the attention they deserve. Now, with foot hygiene covered, let's move to a part of the body most people rarely think about when it comes to health, and yet, neglecting it could be affecting your well-being more than you imagine. Your armpits. Yes, your armpits, more than just sweat and odor, are actually a hidden key to your immune health. Most people only think of them as the spot to swipe deodorant before rushing out the door. But here's the surprising truth: your underarms play a vital role in your body's detoxification and defense systems. Beneath the skin lies a network of lymph nodes, tiny but powerful filters that help your body remove toxins, drain waste, and fight off infections. When you neglect your armpits, sweat, bacteria, and dead skin cells can build up, clogging pores and leading to itchy rashes, irritation, and stubborn odors that deodorant alone can't mask. And there's more: residue from antiperspirants and deodorants can accumulate over time, trapping toxins and potentially inflaming those lymph nodes. If left unchecked, clogged pores in your underarms can turn into painful infections or abscesses, problems far harder to fix than to prevent. Talon Carter, an expert in lymphatic health, puts it simply: your underarms are like a natural drainage system. If they get clogged with product buildup, bacteria, and sweat, your body struggles to get rid of waste efficiently. Over time, this can weaken your immune response. So, if your underarm care has been little more than a daily deodorant swipe, it's time for a change. Here's how to do it right. Start in the shower with warm water. It opens your pores, making it easier to remove sweat and debris. Use a soft washcloth or gentle sponge. Underarm skin is delicate, so avoid harsh scrubbing. Move in different directions, circular motions first, then up and down, then side to side, like carefully polishing a fragile crystal. This ensures every bit of buildup is removed without causing irritation. Choose the right soap. Harsh, heavily scented formulas can disrupt your skin's natural balance, leading to rashes and discomfort. Instead, opt for a mild, fragrance-free cleanser and rinse thoroughly. Soap residue left behind can dry the skin and cause itching. Olivia, a 65-year-old retired teacher, learned this lesson the hard way. For years, she dealt with recurring underarm rashes, thinking it was just part of getting older. But when she switched to a gentle, unscented soap and started washing her underarms with care, she noticed a dramatic change. It was like night and day, she recalls. The irritation and bumps just disappeared. Drying your underarms properly is just as important as washing them. Think about what happens when you leave damp clothes in the hamper. They start to smell musty and grow bacteria. The same thing can happen if you let moisture linger under your arms. Damp skin creates the perfect breeding ground for bacteria and fungi, leading to redness, rashes, clogged pores, painful bumps, and even infections. The fix is simple. Step out of the shower and gently pat your underarms dry with a soft, clean towel. Don't rub aggressively, as this can cause tiny abrasions where bacteria might settle. Better yet, keep a towel dedicated just for sensitive areas to prevent cross-contamination. Then, give your underarms a brief moment to air dry before applying deodorant. This short pause allows your skin to settle, reducing irritation and making your deodorant work more effectively. You might notice the difference immediately. Your skin feels smoother, fresher, and less irritated. Here's why this matters. Your underarms house more than 20 lymph nodes, constantly working to filter toxins and protect your immune system. Underarm hygiene isn't just about staying fresh. It's a small but powerful way to support your body's defenses. Try this routine for just 1 week. You may be surprised: smoother skin, no clogged pores or rough patches, less irritation, and a noticeable reduction in odor, because when you remove the bacteria that cause it, there's nothing left to fuel the smell. Olivia can tell you firsthand. After years of discomfort, she finally found relief all from making this one simple change in her daily routine. After learning how much proper underarm care can impact your health, it's worth remembering that the benefits don't stop there. In fact, some people notice an overall boost in well-being simply by giving this small area a little more attention. Why is that? Because your lymphatic system, your body's built-in detox network, depends on clear, open pathways to do its job efficiently. When your underarm area is clogged with sweat, bacteria, and layers of product buildup, your body has to work overtime to flush out toxins. But when you keep it clean and cared for, your natural cleansing process becomes more effective. The result? Better circulation, higher energy levels, and that lighter, fresher feeling you can't quite put into words. And speaking of clearing pathways, let's shift our focus upward to something you might not think about at all: your nose. Breathe better, live better. The hidden impact of nasal hygiene: we take nearly 20,000 breaths every single day. But have you ever stopped to think about the quality of those breaths? Breathing happens without effort, without thought, yet for many people, it's not happening as well as it could. Over time, poor breathing can slowly drain your energy, interrupt your sleep, and even dull your mental sharpness. Your nose is an incredible piece of biological engineering. It's one of the most effective natural air filters on Earth, designed to trap dust, allergens, and harmful bacteria before they reach your lungs. But just like the air filter in your home, it needs maintenance. What happens when you neglect your nose? When nasal care is ignored, microscopic irritants, dust, pollen, pollutants start to build up. The result: your body struggles to filter harmful particles. Inflammation sets in. You might notice a stuffy nose that lingers, louder snoring, restless nights, and even an increased risk of respiratory infections. And here's something you may not realize: poor nasal function means less oxygen reaching your brain, which can leave you feeling foggy and sluggish. Think of your nose as your ultimate defense system. As respiratory health expert Helen Carter explains, your nose is like a built-in security system. It filters the bad, humidifies the air you breathe, and ensures your lungs get the cleanest oxygen possible. But if this filter gets clogged, everything downstream suffers. And as we age, our body's natural defenses slow, making regular nasal care even more important, not just for comfort, but for your overall health. How to properly clean your nose, and why it matters. Start your day with a gentle rinse. Even a quick splash of warm water around your nostrils can help remove dust and mucus that collected overnight. For deeper cleaning, try a saline spray, a refreshing shower for your nose that flushes out irritants and improves airflow. If you're prone to congestion or seasonal allergies, a neti pot can be a game-changer. Steam is another powerful tool. Breathing in warm steam from a shower or a bowl of hot water can loosen stubborn mucus and open your airways. Add a few drops of eucalyptus or peppermint oil, and you'll not only clear your passages, but also enjoy an instant, invigorating freshness. Be mindful when blowing your nose. Pushing too hard can force mucus deeper into your sinuses, causing pressure and irritation. The safest method: clear one nostril at a time into a soft tissue. Then wash your hands thoroughly to keep germs from spreading. The life-changing benefits of better nasal care: when you start giving your nasal passages the attention they deserve, you might notice changes almost immediately. Clearer breathing and less congestion throughout the day. Deeper, more restful sleep without waking up stuffy. A boost in energy as more oxygen reaches your brain. Fewer allergy flare-ups and fewer colds. Take James, a 69-year-old retired construction worker. For decades, he lived with constant congestion, blaming it on age and years spent around sawdust. I figured it was just normal for me, he admitted. But when he began a simple routine, saline spray in the morning and steam breathing at night, he noticed an instant transformation. It was like flipping a switch. I could finally breathe again. I didn't realize how much the congestion was dragging me down until it was gone. Then there's Bella, a 76-year-old gardening enthusiast. Every morning, she woke up feeling heavy-headed, like her brain was wrapped in cotton. I just thought it was part of getting older, she said. But once she added daily nasal care to her routine, she began waking up refreshed and alert. I never realized how much my breathing was affecting my energy. For both James and Bella, clearer breathing didn't just mean comfort. It meant more restful nights, more energy during the day, and a renewed sense of vitality. And that's the real power of nasal hygiene. Small, consistent care, leading to life-changing results. From the moment James and Bella made nasal care part of their routine, they experienced a new level of comfort and energy, proof that small habits can make a big difference. But clean, clear breathing isn't the only detail that matters when it comes to your overall hygiene and health. let's talk about how to properly clear your nasal passages because while it's one of the simplest ways to improve your breathing, sleep quality, and daily energy, it's also something most people don't do quite right. Start your day with a quick rinse. A gentle splash of warm water around your nostrils each morning helps sweep away the dust, pollen, and mucus that quietly build up overnight. Think of it as giving your nose a fresh start before you take your first deep breath of the day. A saline spray or rinse. A saline spray works like a refreshing shower for your nose, flushing out allergens and opening up your airways. If you need something more thorough, try a neti pot, a small teapot-like device designed to deliver a gentle saline solution through your sinuses. Many first-timers describe the sensation as a literal breath of fresh air, and for good reason. Blow your nose the right way. Here's where most people go wrong, pinching both nostrils and blowing hard. This can actually push mucus deeper into your sinuses, making congestion worse. Instead, gently clear one nostril at a time into a soft tissue, and don't forget to wash your hands afterward to keep germs from spreading. Try a steam treatment. Step into a warm shower, inhale deeply, and let the steam naturally loosen mucus. For an even deeper cleanse, lean over a bowl of hot water, drape a towel over your head to trap the steam, and breathe slowly. Want to make it feel even more invigorating? Add a few drops of eucalyptus or peppermint oil. The cooling sensation can open your airwaves almost instantly. Combat nasal dryness. As we age, the delicate skin inside our nose can dry out and even crack, especially in colder months or dry climates. A small dab of natural oil like coconut oil or vitamin E, applied with a clean finger or cotton swab can help keep nasal passages moisturized, comfortable, and protected. This tiny habit only takes minutes a day, but the benefits add up. Quickly, easier breathing, less congestion, fewer sniffles, more restful sleep, better energy levels, and fewer allergy flare-ups because irritants are flushed out before they cause trouble. And speaking of overlooked habits with big payoffs, here's one that might surprise you. Cleaning your belly button. It sounds small, almost insignificant, but the impact can be noticeable. Our bodies are an interconnected system, and neglecting even a tiny area can ripple out into overall hygiene and comfort. Take Jane, a 78-year-old retiree. She had always noticed a faint musty smell she couldn't identify. I kept thinking it was my clothes, my soap, maybe even my diet, she admitted. Then she made belly button cleaning a part of her daily routine, and the smell vanished completely. To her surprise, the skin around her stomach also became softer and healthier. This isn't unusual. As we age, hormonal changes, medications, and slower skin cell turnover can subtly alter our body's natural scent and skin health. A small, intentional habit like cleaning your belly button can restore freshness and prevent discomfort in ways you might not expect. When to take extra caution. While regular cleaning is usually enough to keep your belly button fresh and problem-free, you should be alert for warning signs. Persistent redness or irritation could indicate early infection, unusual discharge or itching, possible bacterial or fungal issues, pain that doesn't go away, especially if you've had piercings. Since old piercing sites can harbor hidden infections years later, for people with diabetes or weakened immune systems, even small infections can escalate quickly. That's why a simple daily cleanse is an easy but powerful form of protection. If you have a pierced belly button, here's what you need to know. Even if it healed years ago, it still needs regular care. Jewelry can trap bacteria, sweat, and dead skin cells, leading to irritation or infection. A piercing hole never fully closes. It remains a tiny pocket where buildup can accumulate. Take an extra moment each day to gently clean around the jewelry with warm water and mild soap, and dry the area thoroughly. Check for any redness or sensitivity. These are early warning signs that shouldn't be ignored. Small changes, big results. Who would have thought that 5 overlooked body parts from your tongue to your feet, your armpits, nose, and even your belly button could make such a difference in your health, hygiene, and confidence? These easy science-backed habits can reduce infections, improve circulation, boost immune health, and help you feel fresher, cleaner, and more energized every day. Now it's your turn. What was the most surprising thing you learned today? Share it in the comments, and tell me which of these habits you'll be adding to your routine. And if you found these tips helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more simple ways to live your best life. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.